Right, this is evaluation question 2. See, these are the main images in my magazine. My magazine ventures through the stereotype of an indie magazine, through its design and the featured artists in it. This magazine may be seen as a stereotypical indie magazine, as it is clean-cut and modern-looking. This relates to the style of Q, which predominantly shows indie and rock artists. The two artists in the main feature are stereotypical of the indie genre, as they are wearing plain white shirts, trainers, and the artist on the left is wearing a beanie and necklace. This fits the stereotype of smart-dressed indie, often seen with artists such as the Arctic Monkeys and Catfish and the Bottleneck. Carl Rogers invented the idea of ideal self partner, which is the media can represent people as role models, and this helps to shape a person's ideal self. Ideal partner is how people can also be represented as objects of sexual or romantic desire. The artists in my magazine give an image very reminiscent to an indie culture that dresses smartly with the white shirt, whilst wearing things like skinny jeans, trainers and beanies. Skinny jeans are highly recognised as a type of uniform on the new indie scene, as well-known bands have started to dress with more style and sophistication. This is what I have tried to achieve in my magazine. Adding on to this, I have made the photo black and white to enhance style and sophistication. This fits in well with the genre I've gone for. The fact that artists are wearing beanies, bracelets and trainers shows that they aren't completely different to them and the reader can relate. These artists are also from the local area, so people may aspire to be them, as they are a rags to riches story and seem like the type of people you'd see at the pub, and they are seen as respected, home-loving artists rather than sex idols. In the image I've used, their guitars are present. This connotes to what they do in the music industry, therefore attracting other people who may be interested in guitar or basses. Semiotics is the study of signs and symbols and their use or interpretation. In my magazine, I've used imagery of the artist's instruments to show connotations of passion and friendship between the artists and their guitars, as they are with them in every image. The guitar is more than just an instrument. It is often seen as a religious totem by many and a paintbrush to express deep emotions and feelings through music. The two artists are wearing white shirts, black skinny jeans and trainers. This looks very good and connotes style and class. The fact I've used black and white ties it with the choice of clothing because it makes the image and the artist look like classic indie artists. We still think of black and white as being a throwback to photographic past, and that is why I used it. I also love to shoot black and white because of the minimalistic aesthetic. For the double page spread, I used an image of White Label Record. This is because this part of the magazine is called This Issue's Upcoming Band. I used a White Label Record because White Label Records had new music that not a lot of people have heard, or it was niche and very exclusive. This is the arrangement of scenery, props and etc. on the stage of a theatrical production or on the set of a film, the settings or surroundings of an event. The scene I used in the images for my front cover and contents page was on a Trans-Pennine trail in front of a canal, house and church in a small village. I have done this to give connotations of home, to show that the artist grew up in a small local village. I have blurred out the background in Photoshop to make the featured artist stand out, and there is less chance of colour lines blending in with the detailed background. In the front cover image, the bassist has his bass on his shoulder and is looking off into the distance. I like this shot because it gave a mysterious look to the artist. I wanted the guitarist with the acoustic to give a direct gaze because this helps to form connection with the reader. I have also done this in the image for my contents page because direct gaze is important because of the reasons stated before. I haven't blurred out the background in this because there is no need to. For my double page spread image, I have decided to change the scenery and go to a heritage centre next to the canal. This is because I wanted to find a place that looked older and more worn. This connotes new, or the artist, breaking barriers into an old-style genre, the area that the photos are in. Adding on from this, Urban Decay looks very good in photos and adds interest. Instead of a detailed background, the image was taken in front of the wall because it's plainer and easier to manipulate, and add different things. All of the shots that I used were two-shot because there were two artists in the shots. In my opinion, the shots used were in between wide shots. The subject takes up the full frame, or at least as much comfortably possible, and mid shots, which shows some part of the subject in more detail while still giving an impression of the whole subject. In my magazine, I use slang and other colloquialisms to relate to the younger generation. I decided not to censor the swearing on my double-page spread because it gives the magazine a rebellious nature which may attract edgy indie teenagers.